has been established within the Society of Creative Anachronism to recognize those who, possessing all the other skills, virtues, and attributes appropriate to members of the peerage, shall also have distinguished themselves by outstanding achievement in ranged martial pursuits, including archery, thrown weapons, and siege engineering.
Their Majesties, call forward the candidates for the Order of the Mark Premier.
Our charge! Assemble!
He honed his craft, perfected his skill, building his honor and renown. Sun Dragon's baronial thrown weapons and archery champion, the Dragon's Fury and commander of the Dragon's Fury, the Dragon's Eye, the Baron of Atenveldt's Argent Arrow and commander of the Argent Arrow, the Grand Huntsman of Atenveldt, Kingdom of Atenveldt, handbow and crossbow champion, the Black Phaon, the Azure Archer, and commander of the Azure Archer, a forester in both period handbow and period crossbow, bowmaster and open handbow. Despite all of these achievements, his story is not done. Marshal, mentor, teacher, friend. He puts on tournaments galore in service to the kingdom. He is all of these and more. Your Majesties, I present His Lordship, Ulric von Wolfsfeldt.
Man, you've done a lot. That's more than me. Oh, yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Good.
Oh,
Look at you.
man. You ready with it? Yes, sir. All right. Might need some help real quick. Hey, I got it.
Will help.
Is there a member of the chivalry that will speak for this candidate?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a weird one.
But good.
I've known Ulrich von Liechtenstein for some time. He hates that, by the way. He's also my protege, so it's a little weird for me. But you talk about skill with a bow? Yeah, he's okay. Anybody who knows me knows my laurel. That doesn't suck as a compliment. So I was worried that maybe he wouldn't take this very seriously. He's actually taking this very seriously. Planning on traveling to battle more, we're going to elevate their fleet. And truthfully, I couldn't be proud of him. I'm glad you're there. I have spoken.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel that will speak for this gentleman?
Your Majesty, I have the honor to speak on his behalf. We can go, he does fletching as an art for an archer, but I want to talk about the sciences that he has mastered in archery to get here. Because in archery, you have to talk about the mathematics of the angles to get the target on point. He has demonstrated that over and over and over again, as you can see, being champion of multiple things. That is mathematics that's involved in that. Angles, geometry, also the mathematics of knowing the angles which direction the wind is coming, and to compensate for that. That he has mastered and demonstrated multiple times on the field, whether in archery or in thrown weapons. He has mastered that skill. He also teaches other people how to angle and position their bow and arrows so that they too can also hit the mark over and over again. I know, he's been trying to teach me. He is patient. He is kind when he's teaching. Those are very much things that Laurels look for when we are teaching others our arts and sciences. So in this case, that's why I want to talk about the science, because you have mastered and demonstrated the science in archery to get there. Whether you're aware of it or not, that is a skill that you have demonstrated, and I wholly 100% support your candidacy in this order.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican that will speak for this candidate? Oh, sweetness.
I have had the pleasure of knowing this good general for at least 15 years. And in that time, I have watched him hone his skill and prowess on the archery field. He practiced dedication, blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of cussing. I have also seen him share his knowledge and skill with others with patience and grace. His love of archery has no bounds. As his commander and his friend, I could not be more proud of him. And all that he has overcome and accomplished on his journey. As a Pelican, we are 100% behind your decision to bestow upon him the premier of the Order of the Mark. And may the force be with you.
Is there a member of the Order of the Fence that will speak for this candidate?
I have that privilege, Your Honor.
Wait,
So, I mean, obviously, as a premier of the Order of the Mark, you've had prowess in this field longer than your order has existed. But it's been, you've had prowess longer than the order for which I speak has existed. So, 10 years almost. But since before that, long before you were, stringing bows in an SCA context, you were winning dart throwing contests at seedy taverns that smelled like stale beer and adventure. Your aim was uncanny, and back then we were just friends, chaotic, hopeful, eager to belong to something bigger than ourselves. And we were in a fringe household together, part of a glorious camaraderie, a beautiful mess, if you will. It was the kind of place where bonds are formed that last longer than the structure itself. And even then, you stood out, not just for your deadly accuracy, but for something rare: quiet reliability, deep kindness, and the sort of loyalty that doesn't ask to be noticed, but shows up exactly when it matters most. In the years since then, our lives have taken different routes. We've served in different baronies and found new callings, but I never once stopped thinking of you as someone that I can count on, and I still do, and I always will. So now, since I speak as someone who has watched you grow into your greatness, I knew you were a peer before anyone made regalia to prove it, because you've always had the heart of one. And being recognized today for this mastery of the bow, I want to speak to the things that don't show up on a scorecard. Your honesty, even when it costs you. Your generosity, even when no one's watching. Your courtesy in word and deed. And your humor, which softens your hard edges. And lastly, your humility. Your deep, quiet refusal to act like you're better than anyone else, even when you demonstrably are. You've always hit the mark, not just on the range, but in friendship, in service, and in character. This new order is lucky to begin with you because you will shape not just this skill, but also with your soul. and you've always been one of the good ones, one of the best ones. And I'm so proud, so honored that that I'm standing here as you receive this award.
Is there a royal peer that will speak for this candidate?
I come bearing the words of Duke Craven. Greetings, your majesties. I, your loyal subject, Duke Craven, speak this day as a royal peer on behalf of Ulric. I send my words through this messenger as I am on a quest searching foreign lands to the west amongst the tall and majestic sequoia trees which inspired these words this day. As a royal, you get to experience going to many events and talk to many members of the populace. I see them all work and contribute to this dream we are trying to achieve, and some stand out like giant sequoias. They are strong, steadfast, and sway in the wind as if they are navigating changes. This gentle before you is one of those sequoias, given to those around him, serving the kingdom, being kind to others. His spirit is majestic, standing tall and being there for others as he genuinely cares about them while doing this with humility. These characteristics are the things that make us better and the dream achievable for all. Ulric, as you begin this new path, remember, you will vow to continue to endeavor to prove yourself worthy of this peerage. Always continue to grow and learn, guiding others on this path as equals, and this order will grow to something we will be proud of. Yours in service, Duke Craven.
Is there a member of the populace that will speak for this candidate? That was quick. I didn't
Sorry.
He's excited.
A little nervous. May I speak to you? I just wanted to say that I'm very, very proud of my friend. But I wasn't surprised when I heard that he was offered this great responsibility. Anyone who knows Ulric knows that when he dedicates himself to something, he does so with his whole heart and no half measures. I know that his dedication will prove a great asset to the archery community and to our glorious kingdom from here on out. Congratulations. Thank you.
At this time, Your Majesties call forth their second candidate.
Oh, yeah. Number 2.
But wait, there's more.
My lords, my ladies, my arbiters, and everybody else not sitting on a cushion. For today you find yourselves as equals, for you are all equally blessed. For I have the pride, the privilege, nay, the pleasure of introducing you to an archer, born of archers. An archer whose aim is as true as the stars are old, whose lineage stretches like a long bowstring back beyond the time of Charlemagne. I first met him at the highlands of Arid Soul, where he stood alone atop a cliff at dawn, loosing his arrows at the forest wind, each one a prayer, each one a penance, for the distant enemies struck by his bow. In the wilds of Triskathir, he lived a year amongst monks, learning the art of silence.
Wait, what?
That he might better hear the wind's whisper, so his arrows would strike with greater grace. And so, without further gilding the lily, and without no more ado, I give to you the lordship of business, a commander of the agile archer, the bow of Atenveldt, the one, the only, Magnifico Benedikt.
Business. Yes. Philly's great time. I'm sad I didn't get my tie out. Is there a member of chivalry that will speak for this candidate?
I will speak for him, Your Majesty.
That's another good one.
The Magnifico. When I first joined the archery community, it was Benedikt that was there. Benedikt has done such an amazing job with growing the community, and it's still going strong even after he has stepped down. As the baronial marshal, is now in charge of the kingdom. And I believe that under his leadership, the archery community will continue to grow. I fully support this candidate, Your Majesty.
Is there a Master of Defense that will speak for this candidate?
Why, yes. Yes, there
Oh,
is.
hey, yeah, hey.
Hold on, she's got to get into it.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Greetings, Your Majesties, assembled nobles and populace of glorious Atenveldt. I am Richard Atterkirk the Rabbit, Master of Defense, and I send along these words via messenger, as unfortunately I am unable to attend this historic event. Over the past few months, I have had the pleasure of becoming a fledgling member of the archery community, and from the very start, Benedikt offered support, guidance, and encouragement to both myself and my young daughter. As I hope other parents have the opportunity to experience, it is a special occasion when your child shows interest in your hobbies. Benedikt has supported my little girl, offering guidance and a warm smile that has helped keep her interest, thereby making my time within the society even more enjoyable now that I can share it with my family. When it comes to his prowess, there is no question to his expertise and strength. He has been recognized as a commander of the Agile Archer, is ranked as a bowmaster, has won the title of champion, and has been victorious on many occasions at many events. None of these wonderful achievements are what matters most. What matters most to me is his ability to encourage, help grow, and therefore make our shared society better than it currently is.
There's a lot. You did a lot.
We're not done yet.
See?
As an impending premier of the Order of the Mark, he will have even more opportunities to represent the society on a larger scale, and I, for one, am excited to see that future. As Master of Defense in our Society for Creative Anachronism, I, Rabbit, fully support this candidate's elevation as premier of the Order of the Mark.
Awesome. Is there a royal peer that will speak for this candidate? Yes! Actually, it's I didn't know anything about archery at all. Didn't know how to shoot. Didn't know where into the bow, where the arrow goes, any of that. And in just one morning of practice with Benedikt, I understood more about archery as far as what I should be doing, how I should look, my posture, the science behind it, and all the things that come with archery in a 2-hour morning shoot. I mean, walking up and down to pick up arrows, he was imparting more knowledge. He's like, I got more if you want it. And I'm like, keep it coming. His passion, it oozed out of him. He was so eager and ready to rock and roll. So, Benedikt, I don't think between you three, the next one that's coming up, I don't think I could have picked anybody better. And I'm so happy that you accepted. Is there a member of the populace that will speak for this candidate?
That's my honor, Your Majesty. May I address the populace for which I speak?
Yes, address away.
When Ferolf and I first attended our very first archery practice, Benedikt was one of the first people to make us feel welcome. The hospitality he showed us then has not ceased. And I'm sure that many populace members, peers of the realm, have also gotten to enjoy that hospitality. His dedication to archery is obvious as well, not just in his prowess, but in his passion for the discipline and in his coaching skills. Our Kingdom Royal Archer is one of the few in Twin Moons, in the kingdom, who has went out of their way to receive USA Archery coach certification to help ensure that our archery range at Paseo Vista and ranges throughout the kingdom are a welcoming environment to new archers wanting to learn. He is also found on the field and at the ANS tables, learning from others about their passions. And of course, Who can forget the after-hours campfire carousing? He encourages and supports, parties and grieves, teaches and learns. Your Majesties could not have chosen a better candidate as a co-premier for this Order of the North.
Nailed it.
Their Majesties now call forth the third premier of this order.
Set phasers to start.
Grab a sun dragon. Grab a sun dragon.
Atenveldt! What? Captain's Law. Anno Society. Kingdom of Atenveldt. On mission in this sector, Her Excellency Starfleet Officer Catyln O'Sullivan has demonstrated unparalleled excellence with service, wisdom, and leadership. As Baroness of Twin Moons, defiant to the many challenges, she is charting a steady course for her people through the stars and moons of this system. Today, we focus on her role as the Chief Range Officer. Although being from the 24th century, she has mastered 14th century archery techniques here. She has stood as baronial archery defender. Further, she proved her mettle as the Kingdom Archery Champion, serving with skill and honor, lifting others through instruction and example, and rightfully was distinguished as a commander of the Order of the Azure Archer. She holds the rank of bowmaster in handbow, crossbow, and Andorian phasers, hitting targets on the range as though it were a holodeck program. No path of this caliber is without its Kobayashi Maru moments. The captain of the Enterprise finds a solution to many impossible tasks. In the first season, she discovered the path to the Order of the Pelican. And in the second movie, because the first one doesn't exist, she voyaged to the Order of the Laurel with her artistic craftsmanship. But even that twin distinction is not enough to hold the full arc of her legacy. For now she walks with bow and tricorder in hand to boldly go where no one has gone before, to join a new constellation of distinction of the Noble Order of the Mark. Your Majesties, Starfleet Command, with calm dignity, the candidate offers her words. Live long and prosper.
That's fine. I'd pick you up if I had to. I don't care. You saw me take the sword out the stone. Shoot. I'd do that. All right, everybody, set guns. Set guns. Stun, please. Okay. Is there a candidate both Chivalry and Order of the Pelican that will speak for the? Oh, here he is.
I get the honor, Your Majesties.
Awesome. How you doing, Pop?
So I've known Her Excellency almost as long as I've been in the SCA, and the one thing that I've always been shocked by, and as a knight, I like to find one of the virtues that a candidate falls under. I can't find one she doesn't. Be it prowess when she's shooting archery franchise, courage having me speak for her. Risky, right?
Yeah.
But also, as a Pelican, as long as I've known her, she's dedicated every moment of free time she has to this community, setting up targets, setting up events, just to foster this community. So yes, wholeheartedly in both counts, Your Majesty.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Is there Laurel that will speak for this candidate? No, Laurel? Is there Laurel? Where's Laurel?
She was gonna send it.
Oh, there she is. Laurel. Laurel, where are you? Who are we looking for?
She was gonna send words, maybe she didn't.
Uh-oh. There's no Laurel?
Anybody want to volunteer?
There's a Laurel right there. Oh, I knew we'd find one.
Just go ahead and take that on. Her Excellency's grace and virtue and arts are beyond compare. And as representative of this order, I wholeheartedly approve of her being one of the 3 premiers of this newest order.
Thank you. Is there a member of the Master of Defense and a royal peer?
Yes, Your Majesty.
He's busy. Craven has changed.
A couple words from Duchess Elzbieta. Change the heraldry. Greetings, Your Majesty. I apologize for not being present for the creation of the Society's new peerage in our fair kingdom. However, I am honored to send words to speak for one who has long exemplified the quiet strength and enduring spirit of Atenveldt's archery community. For as long as I can remember, Catyln has stood with bow in hand, not seeking glory but offering guidance, not raising her voice but raising others. As a royal peer, I have watched Catyln perfected her art and served her community with grace and humility. She does not boast of her skill, though it is well proven. She does not speak loudly, yet her presence steadies the line. She lifts others before herself, ensures the newcomer is welcome. The curious are guided, and the unsure are steady. Like the arrow drawn quietly and loose with purpose, she does not seek notice, yet her impact is undeniable. As one of the premiers of the Masters of Defense, I know the value of discipline and patience. These are not just traits of the duelist, but of a peer. I see the embodiment of those virtues, steady at the line, sure in her aim, and generous in sharing her art with any who seek it. She has bound together knowledge, patience, and love for the archery community like arrows in a bundle, stronger as a whole than any could be alone. Her aim has never been solely for the target, but for the betterment of all on the line beside her. Your Majesties, she is truly fitting to stand as one of the first companions of the Order of the Mark for the Kingdom of Atenveldt. She will, along with her brothers, build a strong order for this kingdom. I remain Elzbieta the Constant.
Is there a member of the populace that will speak?
There is.
All right.
Catyln asked me to speak on behalf of the populace because I believe I am the only archer, at least in Twin Moons, that is still shooting when she began shooting some double of a year ago.
2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Both of you, yes. And so I've watched her grow from borrowing equipment, shooting at the line, having to learn on these makeshift ranges that we had at the time, and grow to what you've heard described so far today. But I want to touch on 2 things that I've seen at the range almost every time I'm out with her. One is that growing from a new archer to the person who is teaching almost everybody at the line at some point, either explaining how to improve their skills, improve how they're holding the bow, or just a piece of inspiring words that helps them feel like they're improving at the line, even if it's not feeling to them like they are. And the other is, and this is the thing that I love the most, is Catyln sees the things that people need to grow. She makes archers better, but she makes better archers. She makes better populace members by teaching, by finding places for them to stretch and grow. And I cannot imagine enough a better person to be one of the premiers for the Order of the Master.
She's awesome.
It is told that Queen Alungu, ancestress of Genghis Khan, once gave each of her sons a single arrow and bade them break it, and each did so with ease. Then she bound 5 arrows together and asked them to break the bundle, but none could. Alone you are fragile, she said, but together you are unbreakable. So it is with this order. Each of these candidates has proven their worth alone. But today they are bound together that their strength may be greater, their purpose sharper, and their aim ever true.
Therefore, we are minded to create you the premiers of the Order of the Mark for the Kingdom of Atenveldt together this day. Will you accept this honor and the responsibility that comes with it?
We will.
We will. So place our hands upon the King's victory.
This is the best part.
Will you give us your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of the order as you most surely have until what? Oh, have until now and increase your labors nobly.
I will.
We will. Honor and protect family, friends, and the kingdom.
I will.
Continue your quest for honor and skill, and seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the Society for Creative Anachronisms, and to train any dependents you may have to do likewise, as far as this is within your powers.
I will.
Then, having sworn these oaths, is there a medallion?
And we'll start with Ulric's medallion.
Oh, man.
Your Majesty, this medallion was made by Lord Tiny of Benedikt, and the chain is links were cut and assembled by Lord Merrick of Slovenia.
Oh, my Jesus. Y'all gotta check it out real quick. That's freaking awesome.
This medallion was created by Mistress Alex the Scribe, who formerly was a sun dragon, and the chain was made by Ferdinand.
Beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Is that a wolf? Yeah,
The wolf that's left this is the Order of the Mark is in silver.
This is still yours?
Yeah.
You got, dude? Oh my word! There's gonna be several of them? Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay.
This is for Mr. Catyln.
Ulrich, we're still on Ulrich.
sorry.
All right, yeah. Any more for Ulrich?
Yes. This is the one from Duke Arthur.
Yeah.
This is the one from Duke Arthur that he made for our 3 premieres. I don't know who made the chain.
The chain was made by Dobby.
Lord Dobby.
The chain art. Your Grace.
Your Grace, who made the chain? Lord Dobby.
Lord Dobby.
Okay.
Dobby.
I'm raising
Okay.
his hand.
Thank you. Dude, your neck is gonna hurt. Man, we're gonna have to get him up.
Now for Benedikt.
Oh, sorry. All right. Another nice heavy chain. Again, same artisans, same quality work that we could not have asked for anything better as for our premieres. Get ready, brace yourself.
It's about to get heavy.
These are both for him?
Yes, both
Okay.
of them, both from M&O. One for him and one for his future.
Ah, I'll let you announce that, babe. It's from Emma.
From Emma. Oh man, these things are freaking. Man,
One for him and one for her.
More time on the archery range.
We'll get you there. Don't worry. After this, let's get out there. We'll work with them. I'll get both. This one is made for Benedikt as well. Man, you guys are not going to be able to get up off the ground. You guys are going to be stuck there. That may not. All right, this one's going to be a little side. There we go. Oh my God. Okay.
And medallions for Her Excellency Catyln.
This is the one from Art, correct? All right. So, yes, you don't get the heavy chain. You get the lovely, elegant.
Yes.
For who you are, lovely and elegant.
Round
Watch the glasses. There we
Over
go.
ears.
Yeah, this one's smaller, so I'm gonna do my best here. We're gonna, I don't want it to hit your face. Yeah, there we go.
Your Majesty.
Perfect.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I want this one. I want this one.
Are these both from you?
That's right. That's cool.
And then one more from Emma. I know they're difficult. I'm not as tall as he is.
It's okay, I got long arms
You're
too.
around.
That helps.
Sure, kind of going the right direction. There you go.
One more. Made by Dame Kirsten.
Dame Kirsten. Oh, nice.
Oh, you're gonna be stuck in that chair too.
No, these are all lightweight.
Oh, okay.
She's good. She's good.
It's freaking awesome.
Yes.
The symbol of the order is a mark within a mascle. The mark, an ancient emblem of precision and purpose, and the mascle, a heraldic void, denoting both the focused aim of the archer and the resolute face of the warrior. Together they speak to the dual nature of this order, of discipline and of daring, of distance met with mastery.
Are there band braces of white?
For Ulric,
Ooh. Oh man, you got a cat.
These were made by Master Kaida.
Master Kaid. Oh man. Oh, what they doing? I don't know how to put these on you, but we're gonna figure it out.
It goes around and then you loop it. Right?
Alright.
There you go, babe.
Alright, look at that. I'm learning today.
and for Benedikt, band braces.
Made by his own hand. By his own hand.
Wait, you made your own?
Exactly.
We can cut his head off. Man.
I mean, you didn't get it wrong. It's freaking fantastic, but they're made by him. Go figure.
I didn't know if you could say that. How do you know?
He wants to know which way the arrow goes.
Because I made it.
I was gonna say, that's how you know.
Non-existence.
He's strong. He can squish his arms.
Skinny little arms.
I was like, I know he put it in there somewhere.
And for Her Excellency Catyln.
Two buckles each.
Yeah, I get two.
You want to do one, but I'll take it home.
Then we gotta make sure they're on the right arm.
Just make the arrows go that way.
Outward. Okay.
Good enough.
You know what's funny?
A pair of white bracers, signifying purity of aim and steadfastness of arm, are the outward symbol for the order of the mark.
Technical difficulties on.
Maybe you're not sold. Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, I got you.
And are their hoods. First for Ulric.
We're not going to talk about that. All right. I'll talk about it, but I'm not going to like it. I want to show it off first, though. So, boom. I think I saw Cabal back there, so her like this. And then apparently he has a Dallas Cowboy star. My Hildring, actually. People.
It's okay, Your Majesty. He's all right anyway.
We still love him. We still love him.
And for Benedikt.
Oh, see? Thank you. You're making me look good. There we go. Dude, you looking smooth.
This is by my hand, physically, in its entirety. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you were doing that the other night.
Well, you're taller than I am.
Okay. You want to say this?
Yes.
looking smooth.
Yes.
Entirely done by Candace. By hand, by the way. I was watching her do it actually. It was pretty dang cool. So, cap. You look so cute.
And for Her Excellency Catyln.
Made by Alessandra, by the way. So nice green one. Got a little Robin Hood going on here. I like it. I like it.
The hood, reminiscent of the hoods worn by foresters and champions of the people, served not only as protection from the elements, but as a mark of identity and quiet purpose. A hood with the symbol of disorder will, in spirit of that ancient garb, stand as a symbol of keen sight, rendered with humility, constancy, and noble intent.
Therefore, we Sutton, by the right of arm, King of Atenveldt,
And we Celeste, Queen of Atenveldt, to proclaim you, Ulric von Wolfsfeldt, Benedikt von Luzern, and Catyln O'Sullivan, Masters and Mistress of the Mark and Premiers of our Order. Be thou good, noble, and true.
Place your hands upon the sword of state and swear this oath of fealty. This day do I
This day do I
render homage and fealty
render homage and fealty
to my sovereign, the Crown of Atenveldt,
to my sovereign, the Crown of Atenveldt,
who will from this day onward be my liege.
who will from this day onward be my liege.
I will remain in all ways true,
I will remain and always true,
serving faithfully and endeavoring ever
and endeavoring ever
to prove myself worthy
to prove myself worthy
of this noble title
of this noble title
of Mistress or Masters of the Mark.
of Master of the Mark.
So say I.
So say I, Master Ulric von Wolfsfeldt, Mistress of Brazilian Finance. And we Sutton,
And we Celeste, do for our part accept these oaths of fealty and vow to protect you and yours with all our power until the crown shall pass from our hands, death takes us, or the world ends.
Oh my God, that's wrong.
Today you have sworn to protect your family, your friends, family, and kingdom, and to be true to this order. Should you break your vows, may you be as this arrow.
Your Majesties, there are scrolls.
There are scrolls. Oh, yeah. Yes. Can we start?
Yes, we start with
The
those.
black box. Bring the black box.
The black box.
It's in the black box, I promise. Yeah, I want the box because you know when you get it out, that's like the best part of like the whole box. So
We can see that.
Excuse me.
Wacha!
The sun shines down upon all Atenveldt with great warmth and light. It illuminates those of our populace who have aimed well and reached the center of perfection in the ranged martial arts. We Sutton and Celeste, monarchs unchallenged of the sovereign realm of Atenveldt, in consideration of the masterful and precise skill displayed upon the archery field, as well as the unparalleled support of the archery community by our subject, Ulric von Wolfsfeldt, are well pleased on this day to name them as co-premier of the Order of the Mark for the Kingdom of Atenveldt. May they be the cornerstone for the radiant future of this august order. We do hereby also grant unto them the following ensigns immemorial by letters patent, to wit: azure, a mullet and 2 wolf heads erased respectant, 1 and 2 argent, to be borne by Master Ulric and no other throughout the known world. In testimony thereof, we have signed these letters patent on this 21st day of June, Anna Societatis 60, being Anna Societatis, being 2025 commonly. Sutton, Sultan, Celeste, Sultana. Scroll in its entirety by Lady Summerland Ray.
The sun shines down upon all Atenveldt with great warmth and light. It illuminates those of our populace who have aimed well and reached the center of perfection in the ranged martial arts. Do we, Sutton and Celeste, monarchs unchallenged of the sovereign realms of Atenveldt, in consideration of the masterful and precise skill displayed upon the archery field, as well as the unparalleled support of the archery community by our subject, Benedikt von Luzern, are well pleased on this day to name them as a co-premier of the Noble Order of the Mark for the Solar Kingdom of Atenveldt. May they be the cornerstone for the radiant future of this august order. We do also affirm these letters patent, quarterly gules, and or in then 3 cat spaces, a bordure engraved counterchange. In testimony whereof we have signed these letters patent on this 21st day of June, Anna Societatis 60, being 2025 in the common calendar. Sutton, Sultan, Celeste, Sultana. Illumination by Mistress Rachel Flora McDonald. Calligraphy by Bey Raid Ibn al-Azur.
The sun shines down upon all Atenveldt with great warmth and light. It illuminates those of our populace who have aimed well and reached the center of perfection in the ranged martial arts. We, Sutton and Celeste, monarchs unchallenged of the sovereign realm of Atenveldt, in consideration of the masterful and precise skill displayed upon the archery field, as well as unparalleled support of the archery community by our subject, Catyln O'Sullivan, are well pleased on this day to name them as co-premier of the Order of the Mark for the Kingdom of Atenveldt. May they be the cornerstone for the radiant future of this august order, in testimony whereof we have signed these letters patent on this 21st day of June, Anna Societatis 60, being 2025 commonly. Sutton, King, Celeste, Queen, illumination and calligraphy by Her Ladyship Anna von Arweiler. Words by Mistress Isabel de Estea. Lambskin vellum from Master David de Rosier Blanc.
Nice. That's beautiful. So, can I please have my masters and mistresses please stand? Turn around. Okay. All right. It's been a while.
3 cheers for the premier, masters and mistress of the Order of the Mark. Hip, hip. Huzzah! Hip, hip. Huzzah! Hip, hip. Huzzah!
Now take yourselves away and share all your love with everybody.
Skip down the line.